Hello friends, welcome to Java Swing tutorial. In this video we are going to see how to use JCheckBox menu item. We will also check its state and then we will say which menu items are checked by the user. Here we will name JCheckBox menu item. You may already aware of JMenu and JMenu bar. So the concepts are same here in this example also. Next, JMenu item. So here, if you want to combine JMenu item with the JCheckBox menu item, you can do that. But here in this example, we are not going to use JMenu item, but instead we will use JCheckBox menu item for all these four menu items present in this menu. So image icon we already saw in the previous example. We will still use the same. Then we will make use of get state and other supporting functions to tell which menu items are selected by the user. So these are all the prerequisite. AWT playlist is optional. If you want, you can watch it. As usual, we will create JMenu bar. Then we will add this JMenu bar to any top level container. In this case, we will add this JMenu bar to JFrame. So it's just a traditional how we do how we add our menu bar to JFrame. The same way we will do. Then we will create JMenu. This is also same. After creating the JMenu, we will once again add it to the JMenu bar. So the JMenu bar was already added to the JFrame. We will make a call to add method and you will add JMenu to the JMenu bar. Next, we create JCheckBox menu item and we will add that JCheckBox menu item to the menu. So the here only difference is previously we created menu item and we added that to the JMenu. But this time we will create a JCheckBox menu item, then we will add that to the JMenu. So as usual, this checkbox menu item will raise an action event when user places a check mark or even uncheck the checkbox menu item. So it will produce action event and we can listen to this action event using the action listener. So the action listener will receive the event in the action performed implementation. Inside this, we can place our handler code to know what checkbox menu item is selected. So here is the sequence. First, we will have our JFrame ready. After that, we create JMenu bar and then we will add that to the JFrame. Then we will create JMenu and we will add that to the JMenu bar. Then we will create one or more number of JCheckBox menu item instance. And after that, we will use the add method of JMenu to add these JCheckBox menu item to it. And if we need for each JCheckBox menu item, we can register that with the action listener. Then we can receive the action event. Inside this listener, we can perform the menu check and menu uncheck actions. We can capture those actions and then we can handle that inside the action performed method. Alright, now it is demo time. Let's go to the demo. Here I'm launching the Eclipse Oxygen. So I have two class ready under the package tube.coding example. One is main entry.java, another one is swing checked menu items.java. So in the main entry, we are creating the swing checked menu item. That's here. Swing checked menu item, which extends from JFrame. So this is actually displaying the frame which was explained in the very first video. So you can have a quick look at the coding here. I'm not going to explain since it was already explained in the very first video in this swing video series. Now from here we will start our coding. So like we did in our previous example, first we are creating the JMenu bar, and then we are adding this JMenu bar to our frame window by making call to set JMenu bar. Next we create a JMenu, and the JMenu name is fruits. Then we are adding the menu fruit to our JMenu bar, so which we already created in snippet 2. So in gtemp we have these image icons. So this we already saw in the previous video. So I have menu icons ready by this time. So instead of creating a JMenu item, here we will create JCheckBox menu item. So here if you see, we are passing the label that will get displayed for the checkbox menu item. Then we also pass the icon, so the label will be displayed, then icon will be displayed. Along with these two information, a square box will be displayed. There user will place a check mark or remove the check mark. First we will import this from javax.swing package. Then we will run this. Okay, so we created checkbox menu item, but these are all not added to the this is menu bar, this is menu. So for JMenu fruit we have to add all these checkbox menu items. Okay, now we added all our CMI apple, which is nothing but checkbox menu item apple, CMI apple, checkbox menu item apple, checkbox menu item banana. Like that we are adding all 4 menu items, I mean the JCheckBox menu item, to the JMenu. So now if I run it, I would see apple, banana, cherry and grapes, but icons are not displayed. Why? Because maybe these icons are missing in a gtemp folder. Okay, now let us quickly create apple, banana, cherry, grapes. For simplicity purpose, I will create a simple image file in the paintbrush, then we will use that. So let's have it as 24 class 24 image icon. So that's in the percentage. let's have it in pixel. So this is our icon size. Let me increase it. So in gtemp I am saving this as apple.png. So I saved this as apple.png. Then we will have a copy here. So here I am using the same image grips. So all images are same here. I have this is just for demo purpose. And you can see apple, banana, cherry, grapes all are displaying. But if you have proper image, you can use that here. So here actually we are learning about the checkbox menu item. If you see banana is selected previously and you are seeing a check mark. If you select grapes, next time when you open the menu, you will see that user already selected banana as well as grapes. So now I'm selecting cherry and you can see only apple is not selected by the user. So if I click this once again, the check mark will be removed. Next time when I open the menu, I know that my selection of fruits are banana and grapes. All right. Now we will handle the events. First, we will create a J text field, or we will declare it here as a class member. Next, we will create instance of this JText field. Then we will add it to the panel. So here, if you see JTF, which was already declared and it's in the class level, that means it's a member of this class swing checked menu items. Then we are adding this JTF JText field to the south part of the border layout. So here our frame is managed by the border layout, right? So here we are setting south for the text field, JText field. Let me run it once. Okay, let it save this content. And you can see the text box is added towards the bottom. Now we will handle the event and we will say which menu items are selected by the user. So first we will create the skeleton for the handler. Here we are going to use the anonymous inner class technique. CMI apple dot add action listener. So CMI apple is nothing but our checkbox menu item, and we are registering that with the add action listener. Here I am typing the keyword new spacebar, then I am holding the control and I am hitting the spacebar. Holding the control in the keyboard, then I am hitting the spacebar, and Eclipse shows a IntelliSense that states that action listener anonymous inner type. This is from Java AWT event. So if I double click it, it will provide the skeleton code for our handler. So here we have action performed. So since we are using the anonymous inner class technique, we no need to worry about who is the action source. Why? Because this is the anonymous inner class for CMI apple, that means it's a checkbox menu item apple. So we don't need to worry about the event origin. So definitely when we are inside the handler here, the handler is for CMI apple. That means it's for the checkbox menu item apple. Similarly, we have to add other anonymous inner type. Use the same technique and add the anonymous inner types. So the same way below we added the anonymous inner class to handle the action event. So this is for checkbox menu item banana, this is for cherry, and this one is for grapes. So first we will get the text from our text box. If you see here, whenever user selects something, let's say banana is selected, and let us assume banana is displayed here. Second time user is selecting cherry. So first we want to select the previously selected item banana. So that we will have here. The idea here is we will have banana, then we will append the newly selected string or the checkbox menu item, which is cherry. So we will add the cherry with the previously selected banana. So CMI apple dot get state will tell whether that particular checkbox menu item is in checked state or it is not in the checked state. So when it is in checked state, we will put, okay, here it is not banana apple, so we will put str.concat apple. So first let us check that once. So we handled only for apple, and I am placing a check mark. Okay, why it's not working? Because we haven't add updated the string. Here we just got the text, so we have to update that text. Okay, here we are updating the GTF. Here we are getting the text, storing it in the string, then in the string we are concatenating the apple, and now if we place a check mark, we will see apple here. So what happens if user unchecks it? It still shows apple, but we want to remove that string. So what we can do now, we will write a else portion. That means the CMI apple is not in a checked state. So we use a get state, and when it returns false, that means user deselected it. Actually, action is performed on the action, I mean the checkbox menu item apple, but that action may either turn on the checkbox or it may turn off the checkbox. So that's why we make use of get state method to know whether it is going from checked state to unchecked state or unchecked state to checked state. So when it returns false, that means the checkbox is going from checked to unchecked state. So we will replace the string. So already we are getting the string here. So when it is going from checked to unchecked state, we will have apple here, and we will replace that apple with a empty space here. That means that apple will be removed from the status text. That means from the JText field. Okay, yeah, JText field. All right, so we implemented the event handler for apple the same way. The code is almost the same. If you see here, we use the get state from CMI banana, then the same way, instead of apple, this time we add the string banana, but when it is not in a checked state, we remove the string banana, because this is a anonymous inner class handler for checkbox menu item banana. Same goes for cherry. CMI cherry.getState, concatenating and replacing it. The same goes for grapes. Now we will test this once. So first I am placing check mark in banana, and you can see banana is added in the text field in the bottom. Now I am placing a check mark for grapes. So this shows that the user selected two fruits. One is banana and grapes. Let me select one more. cherry, and you can see three fruits are selected. Now I will remove grapes and then add apple. So if you see, to do that, either I can add apple and remove grapes, or I can remove grapes. Now I am unchecking it. You can see the grapes will goes off from the bottom, and then we are adding apple. So that's all here. Now you got an idea of how checkbox menu item works in a swing. Here we used the same icon, but in the previous example we used a different icon. When I'm creating the demo, I lost those icons, so I just created one icon and used it for all other four checkbox menu items. So just now you saw the demo. The code snippet is available in the video description that will bring you to the Google Drive. You can either copy the code or you can use that as a reference when you are making your or when you are writing your code. So if you want to copy paste, use the Control C Control V option, or you can better download that single text document as a reference. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.